Good afternoon, students, and welcome to online lecture of Sharati More English School. Okay, so today I am going to teach second chapter of history, that is historiography, Indian tradition. Okay, in first chapter we had already learned Western tradition. So in this chapter we are going to learn about our tradition, means our India tradition. So your first topic is tradition of Indian historiography. Second is Indian historiography, various ideological framework. Okay, so first point. We learned about the Western tradition of historiography in the last lesson. In this lesson, we will know about the tradition of Indian historiography. Yes. So in previous lesson, in first lesson of history, we had already learned about the tradition of Western tradition. And in this chapter, we are going to learn Indian tradition of historiography. Historiography in the ancient period. So in this chapter, we are going to learn about the historiography in the ancient period. What were the historiography in ancient period? In the ancient period in India, memories of great deeds of ancestors and methodological lore, also memories of social transition, were preserved with the help of oral recitals. Yes. So here in the ancient period in India, memories of great deeds. Obviously जो previous time की जो भी चीज़ें थी उसी चीज़ों से हम लोग को क्या पता चलती है, वो पीरियड की हिस्ट्री पता चलती है. सो यहाँ पे ओरल रिसाइटल्स मतलब जैसे पोयम, राइट, फिर भजन आरती, ये सब क्या है, ओरल रिसाइटल्स है. अब ये भी क्या है, प्रिजर्व करके रखी है हमारी हिस्ट्री कंट्री ने. इसकी वजह से हम लोगों को वो पीरियड की क्या इंफॉर्मेशन मिलती है. The inscription on the Harappa seal and other artifacts confirm that India had mastered the art of writing as early as third millennium. Yes. So on the Harappa seal, अब जो हरप्पा सील्स के ऊपर जो भी इंस्क्रिप्शन होते थे, इसकी वजह से क्या कंफर्म हुआ, क्या पता चला कि इंडिया जो है, इंडिया इज अ मास्टर कंट्री इन द फील्ड ऑफ आर्ट. मीन आर्ट के फील्ड में इंडिया जो है हमारा कंट्री, वो एक मास्टर है. एज द थर्ड मिलेनियम BCE. Okay. However, the Harappa script is not yet successfully deciphered. The earliest known written document of historical nature found in India are in the form of inscription. Yes. So earliest, पहले क्या होता था, जो रिटर्न डॉक्यूमेंट्स है उसके थ्रू हम लोगों को हिस्ट्री या जो वो पीरियड की जो हिस्ट्री है वो पता चलती थी, है ना. लाइक इंस्क्रिप्शन, लाइक जो कार्विंग स्टोन्स होते हैं, जो केव्स होते हैं, उसके जो वॉल्स के ऊपर इंस्क्रिप्शन बने हुए होते हैं, जो भी चीज़ें बनी हुई होती है जो हम लोग बनाते हैं उसके ऊपर, तो उन सब चीज़ों से हमको क्या पता चलता है वो कब बना है, किस कौन से किंग के टाइम पे बना है, कौन से ईयर में बना है, राइट. और वो जो पर्टिकुलर एरिया है जहाँ पे वो है, मतलब वो इंस्क्रिप्शन है जहाँ पर, वो कौन सी एरिया है, कौन सा स्टेट है, ये सब हम लोगों को थ्रू उसके ही पता चलता है. दे आर डेटेड ऑन द थर्ड सेंचुरी BCE दैट द एम्परर अशोक मौर्य टाइम्स. यस. अब ये जो चीज़ें, ये जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स के बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं जो इंस्क्रिप्शन फॉर्म में होते, तो वो दे आर डेटेड ऑन थर्ड सेंचुरी, मतलब वो कितने पुराने हैं, थर्ड सेंचुरी पुराने हैं, राइट. एट द टाइम ऑफ अशोक मौर्य, मतलब जो अशोक मौर्य के टाइम के कितने पुराने हैं वो चीज़ें. His edicts are inscribed on natural rock and stone pillars. अब उसके जो edicts है वो कैसे होते हैं, जो नेचुरल रॉक्स होते हैं, मतलब स्टोन्स, पत्थर उसके ऊपर होते हैं. सेकेंड, स्टोन पिलर्स के. From the first century CE, inscription began to occur on the coin, metal images and sculptures, and also on copper plates. Yes. So from the first century CE, means जब CE फर्स्ट सेंचुरी थी हमारी, तो वो टाइम पे जो इंस्क्रिप्शन है वो कैसे ऑकर हो रहे थे, ऑन कॉइन्स के ऊपर, मेटल इमेजेस के ऊपर, स्कल्पचर्स के ऊपर, एंड ऑन इवन जो कॉपर प्लेट्स होती है उसके ऊपर सारी चीज़ें आती थी. They provide important historical information. Yes, obviously because of this thing, means because of coin, metal images, sculpture, we get lot of things about our history. We get to know about the dates of various kings, dynastic genealogies, territorial extent, and administration of various empire and kingdoms, and also important political event, social organization, climate, famine, etc. of the respective time. Yes, so because of it, hmm, जो सारी चीज़ें इन्फॉर्मेशन हम लोग को मिली, फर्स्टली वी आर गेटिंग द डेट. कॉइन्स के ऊपर कैसी डेट लिखी हुई होती है, तो हम लोग को डेट पता चलती है कि कौन से ईयर में, कौन से टाइम में ये चीज़ बनी है, ये चीज़ इन्वेंट हुई है. एंड देन मेटल इमेजेस, स्कल्पचर, ये सारी चीज़ें से पता चलती है। और बिसाइड दैट हम लोग को बहुत सारी अदर जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है वो भी मिल रही है। लाइक वी गेट टू नो अबाउट द डेट्स ऑफ वेरियस किंग्स ने, मतलब कौन से किंग ने कितने टाइम में, व्हाट वर द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ रूल ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर किंग, वो किंग का क्या ड्यूरेशन था रूल करने का वो एरिया में, वो हमको पता चला फ्रॉम दैट डेट। नेक्स्ट वन इज डायनेस्टिक genealogies. Dynastic genealogies means जैसे here we are taking example of Mughal empire. अब Mughal empire, yes, so here we are taking example of Mughal empire. So first, who was the king of Mughal empire? Babur. After that Humayun. After that Akbar, right? So in short we can say chronological order. ये जो टर्म है हमारा डायनेस्टिक जीनोलॉजिस, ये कैसे होता है? क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर में होता है। जैसे फर्स्ट फादर है, फिर आफ्टर दैट वो जो किंगडम है वो किसके हैंड ओवर होगा? उनके जो सन थे, एल्डर सन, उनके हैंड ओवर होगा। मतलब ये जो चीज़ें होती है वो कैसी होती है? पास्ट, मतलब पास होती जाती है फ्रॉम वन पर्सन टू अनदर पर्सन ऑफ दैट फैमिली। Next example we can take here Maratha kingdom, right? So first, who was the king of Maratha kingdom? Maratha Swaraj, that was Maharaj Shivaji Maharaj. After that his son Sambhaji Maharaj. After that Rajaram, right? Territorial extent and administration of various empire. अब जो जितने भी empires है उनका administration, kingdom and important political event, जितने भी political events है, social organization है, climate है, famine जो मतलब खाना पीना नहीं मिलता, उससे जो problems होती है, that is famine, ये सारी respective times की हम लोगों को पता चलती है इसके थ्रू। The ancient Indian literature is, first we can look at here. You would like to know this, okay? Suhagaura copper plate. This is a copper plate. The copper plate was found in Suhagaura district, Gorakhpur, UP. Yes. So this is a one type of copper plate that were founded by our historian in Gorakhpur district, Suhagaura. Suhagaura is a particular place जहाँ पे क्या find हुई है? ये copper plate find हुआ है. And Suhagaura is situated in the district of Gorakhpur and in the UP, means in the state of Uttar Pradesh. इट इज सपोज टू बी फ्रॉम द मौर्यन पीरियड। अब ये सपोज मीन्स ये जज किया जा रहा था कि जो कॉपर प्लेट है वो कौन से पीरियड की? इट वॉज अ पीरियड ऑफ मौर्य पीरियड। द inscription on it is in Brahmi script. Yes, so whatever inscription in that plate is in the form of Brahmi script. The symbol known as tree in railing and mountain at the beginning of the inscription also occur on punch mark coin. Yes, so here we can see that there are some trees, one hunt is there, and some letters are given there. Tree in railing, mountains are there. Beginning of inscription also occur in punch mark coin. Another symbol which look like a structure erected of four pillars. Here is one more symbol is there. Look at this. This is an example of four pillars. Yes, the inscription record a royal order that the grain stored in the granary should be distributed carefully. Yes, so what we have recorded in a royal order that the grain stored in the granary means they store some grain in a granary that should be distributed in a equal amount. It is supposed to be suggestive of precaution taken in the time of a famine. Now, it is supposed to be suggestive precaution. Obviously, they have to give some suggestion on this of that time. Means when the people were suffering from famine, at that time they have to give some suggestion. Now come here on the second paragraph. The ancient Indian literature, including the epics Ramayana and Mahabharata, Puranas, Jain, Buddhist texts, historian account by Indian author are also travelogue by foreign traveler. Yes. So our country, right? Our country there are so many temples and mosques that are there. So the ancient Indian literature included epics. So our country ancient literature were included in the form of Ramayana, Mahabharata, Puranbad, Jain, Buddhist texts, historical amount by our Indian author and also जो travelogue जो foreigners जो होते they came to our country to visit some historical places. They were writing something about that particular place that's called travelogue, है ना? तो वो कौन लिखता है? जो foreigners होते हैं that come from another countries, वो सब write करते हैं. They are important source. They are also an important source of our country. Yes, the second paragraph. The ancient Indian literature, including yes, we have completed this. Page number 8. Writing of biographies of king and dynastic histories mark an important step in the Indian historiography. Yes. So writing of biographies जो kings थे who ruled our country, तो उनकी जो biographies थी है ना, and dynastic जो थी, तो उसके बारे में जो हमको information भी मिलती है उसी के थ्रू, मतलब वो पीरियड के. Harshcharitra, written in the 7th century CE by Banabhatta, is King Harsha biography. अब देखो, there is a one biography. वो कि कौन से किंग के ऊपर थी? हर्षा बायोग्राफी मीन्स किंग ऑफ हर्षा चरित्र, इनके बारे में लिखी हुई थी एट 7th century CE. कब लिखी गई थी? 7th century CE. बना भट्टा इन्होंने राइट की थी. ओके. It portrays a realistic picture of the social, economic, political, religious and cultural life during the king's time. Yes. So वो जो king थे वो हर्ष चरित्र उनके टाइम के एट द टाइम उनके टाइम की जो जो एक्टिविटी थी, जो जो चीज़ें थी, उसकी उनकी बायोग्राफी में वो सारी चीज़ें लिखी गई थी. जैसे जो मतलब सोशल इवेंट, इकोनॉमिक, पॉलिटिकल, रिलीजियस एंड कल्चरल लाइफ, वो टाइम की जितनी भी जो भी कल्चरल लाइफ थी, दैट वर हैड रिटन इन द बायोग्राफी ऑफ हर्ष चरित्र. Now, historiography in the medieval period. Now, what were the historiography in the medieval period? The style of writing, Rajtarangini, the history of Kashmir by Kalhana in the 12th century CE is quite close to the concept of modern historiography. Yes. So, the style of writing Rajtarangini. Rajtarangini is a one type of writing material, written material, right? So they had in that material they had written the history of Kashmir. उन्होंने कहा कि हिस्ट्री लिखी हुई है कश्मीर की by Kalhana. Kalhana is the name of a person. He had written the history of Kashmir in a Raj Tarangini in 12th century, right? And that history was very close to our modern historiography. Kalhana himself says that he wrote this text after critically examining various sources like inscription, coins, remains of ancient monument, dynastic record and local tradition. Yes. So what he said, Kalhana himself said that he had written whatever in his book Kalhana, right? So whatever he had written in that book, that firstly he had taken the information about the sources, about the various sources like written sources, material sources, oral sources. From that sources, whatever information they had get from that information, he had written this book, that Kalhana, Raj Tarangini. Okay. In the medieval India, the historians in the court of Muslim rulers were influenced by Arabic and Persian historiography. Yes. So in the medieval period, in the historian in the code of Muslim, especially in the code of Muslim, were used the language of Arabic and Persian. All we know that in the medieval period there were two main languages. That was is first is Arabic and second one is Persian in the code of Muslim ruler. Okay. Among them, Ziauddin Barani hold an important place in Tariq-e-Firuz Shahi, a book written by him. Yes. So among them, obviously there are so many rulers, Muslim rulers. They loved literature, right? But among them, Ziauddin Burani hold an important place. Means he was the important person of that period. And in Tariq-e-Firuz, Shahi, a book written by him, means he had written a book, Tariq-e-Firuz Shahi. In that book, he has stated the purpose of historiography. Means in his book, he stated what were the purpose of historiography. Means what were the main reason of historiography. According to him, the historian duty is not limited only to the recording of the ruler's failure and policies of welfare, but he could also write about the ruler failing. According to him, the historian duties is not limited. Yes. So according to him, means according to Kalhani, right? Sorry, according to Ziauddin Burani, the duty of historian is not limited इन द मीन्स रिकॉर्डिंग ऑन द रूलर्स वैल्यू मीन्स जो रूलर्स होते जो उनके जो वॉलियर्स होते हैं उसके ऊपर जो भी उन्होंने रिकॉर्ड मेंटेन किया दैट वर नॉट इनफ फॉर अवर हिस्ट्री but he should also write about the rulers failing and incorrect policies means yes so in his history he should write the failing of rulers means what failing he has faced and what incorrect policies he had started in the period of his kingdom in the period when he was ruling over a particular place. Okay, so just no need to write the correct thing in the history of that person, but we have to write whatever wrong decision, whatever wrong policies, what were they started at the time of that king, that must be written in our history. Yes, so in that book or in the history of our country, means the historian should also write the failing of the rulers and the policies that were started by the rule by the king. It must means correct policies always the people are writing, historian were writing, but they have to write the incorrect policies also. Okay. Burhani further says that a historian should also take into consideration the impact of the teaching of the wise, the learned, and the sant of the cultural life of people. Yes. So what he said that historians should also take into consideration. Historians जो थे उन्होंने क्या करना चाहिए जो consideration है जो impact है teaching का learning का संत के जो कल्चरल लाइफ का पीपल्स का ये सभी मतलब उसमें इन्वॉल्व करना चाहिए ये सारे जो एक पॉइंट ये भी इसमें लेना चाहिए. Thus, Burhani expanded the scope of historiography. That's why Burhani expand means he expand the scope of historiography. For the historian in the Mughal court praising the emperor and exhibition of loyalty became more important. Yes, so because of his praising or loyalty, he became very important in Mughal court. The custom of adding suitable poetic quotes and beautiful pictures was also introduced. Yes, so the customs of adding suitable poetic quotes जो quotes होती poetic के ऊपर वो and beautiful pictures वो भी introduce होना चाहिए. Okay. Babur, the founder of Mughal Empire, wrote an autobiography entitled Tuzuk-e-Babri, means Babur. All we know him very well, right? He was the ruler of Mughal Empire, right? He was the king of ruler empire, Mughal Empire. So he had also written autobiography, and and he titled that autobiography as Tuzuk-e-Babri. Okay, it contained the description of the battles fought by him and what he had written in that autobiography, whatever battle he had fought ही मीन्स ही रिटर्न दैट थिंग मीन्स जो भी फाइटिंग उन्होंने की है जो बैटल्स हुई है उन्होंने जो बैटल्स किए हैं वो उन्होंने अपनी ऑटोबायोग्राफी में राइट किए थे. Babur also recorded his minute observation of various regions and cities traveled by him, including the local economy, custom, and the flora. Yes, and beside that, obviously जो battles उन्होंने fight किए थे उसके बारे में भी उसके बारे में तो उन्होंने लिखे ही थे उनके autobiography. But beside that, he has also written whatever record he faced while traveling in our country. Means he observed each and everything. He observed various regions, cities, और इकोनॉमी ट्रेड कस्टम्स एंड फ्लोरा ये सारी चीज़ों को उन्होंने ऑब्जर्व करे और उसके बारे में भी उन्होंने वो बुक में राइट करे थे. अबुल फजल अकबरनामा इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम द व्यू पॉइंट ऑफ क्रिटिकल हिस्टोग्राफी. यस, सो इज वन मोर बुक दैट इज अकबरनामा. अबू फजल अकबरनामा मीन्स उन्होंने राइट किए थे अबू फजल ने. अबू फजल हैड रोड अकबरनामा एंड दिस वेर ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन आवर हिस्ट्री. This method of collecting authentic historical document and their scrutiny is looked upon a devote of bias and hence realistic. Yes, so देखो अबू फजल ने जो बुक राइट किए थे अकबरनामा it was very important है ना in the theoretical historiography way. And his method of collecting authentic historical document मतलब जो authentic historical document है उसको कलेक्ट करके उसके बारे में वो उनकी बुक में उन्होंने राइट किए थे अकबरनामा में. Bakhar is an important type of historical document of medieval time. It contained eulogies of the heroes and stories of historical event, battles, life of great men. Yes, तो बखार is also one important source of our history. अब वो जो बखार जो है वो कौन सा डॉक्यूमेंट है? Obviously it was started in medieval period. और उसमें क्या होता है, जो हिस्ट्री, जो हीरोज से, जो हमारे प्रीवियस, जो हमारी कंट्री में जो हीरोज मतलब रूल कर कर गए और जिन्होंने फाइट किए, तो उनकी स्टोरीज थी। डिसाइड जो हिस्टोरिक इवेंट्स थे, जो बैटल्स थे, जो फाइटिंग वीटिंग थी, वो लिखा हुआ था उसके अंदर। ग्रेट फैन के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन दी गई थी। ओके। मराठी बखार आर ऑफ वेरियस टाइप. Sabhasad Bakhar was written by Krishnaji Anand Sabhasad during the reign of Chhatrapati Rajaram Maharaj. Yes. So ये अब जो बखार ऑब्वियसली ये मराठी लिटरेचर में भी थी और अरेबिक और पर्शियन लिटरेचर में भी थी. तो हियर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट मराठी बखार. अब मराठी बखार दैट वाज स्टार्टेड बाय सुभाषद बखार, राइट. तो ये किसने राइट किया था? कृष्णाजी आनंद सुभाषद ने राइट किए थे. और किस कौन से पीरियड के टाइम, कौन से टाइम की मतलब बखार थी है? एट द टाइम ऑफ छत्रपति राजा राम महाराज. Means when Rajaram Maharaj was rule over our country, would rule over a particular state of our country. At that time, he had written Marathi Bakhar. It is an important Bakhar for getting information about the ruler of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. अब वो जो बखार थी, in that Bakhar he had written the information about the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. मतलब वो बखार में उन्होंने information, he had written the information about Shivaji Maharaj. Now Bhaushahe Banchi Bakhar describe the battle of Panipat. Another Bakhar entitled Panipatachi Bakhar is also about the same event. Yes, so on the battle of Panipat, ये battle के बाद they had written two Bakhar. One is Bhaushahe Banchi Bakhar and second one is Panipatchi Bakhar. Okay. अब ऑब्वियसली जो भी इवेंट हुए थे एट द टाइम ऑफ वॉर, पानीपत की जब वॉर हुई थी, तो वो टाइम पे जो भी चीजें हुई थी, तो दे हैड रिटन दैट थिंग इन दिस बखार. होलकरांची कैफियात provide information about the Holkar and their contribution to the Maratha rule. Yes, so होलकरांची कैफियात, it is also one bakhar, it is also one type of bakhar that provide information about holkars, जो holkars थे that rule over our country, तो उनके बारे में they give our information. Means whatever contribution they had given to Maratha rule में उन्होंने जो जो contribute किया उनका, तो वो सब वो बखार में written है. Bakhar can be divided into various types such as biographies of king, dynastic history, description of event, history of a sect, autobiographies regarding grievance based on mythologies, and state administration by a king. Yes. So Bakhar are divided into various type. Obviously Bakhar are divided into various type. मीन बखार में बहुत सारी चीज़ें इंक्लूड हो रही है ना, जिसमें बायोग्राफीज हो रही है किंग्स की, जो डायनेस्टी हो रही है, हमारी हिस्ट्री की जो डायनेस्टी है वो हो रही है, उसके अंदर डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ इवेंट, जो जो इवेंट हुए उसको डिस्क्राइब किया गया है. बिसाइड सेक्ट, ऑटोबायोग्राफी ऑफ किंग्स, ऑफ ग्रीवेंस, फिर मैथोलॉजीज, ये सारी चीज़ें बखार के अंदर आ रही. मीन्स दे आर डिवाइडेड बखार इन दिस थिंग्स.